All right, so I'm going to show a hard drive mounting technique that I just kind of came up with. Just coincidentally, I was searching for a way to mount new style solid state drives into the Force Evos on all the Force machines because you cannot use SATA, traditional SATA cables on these motherboards. They don't have SATA ports. So you have to use these conversion boards, and I'll show you like where you run into some tricky situations here. So here's a Force Evo. Here's your motherboard. Your only option is the IDE cable, and you've got your traditional Molex power here. So you have to run your IDE cable into a conversion board, which looks like this. Let me get a better one here. All right, so your IDE cable goes in there, Molex power goes in there, and now you've got your SATA plugs. This converts to SATA, and then you put these plug in your hard drive, in my case, solid state hard drive, into this, and that's how you do it. The only problem is the issue now is proper mounting. Because you could hot glue, you could do a janky ass way and hot glue a hard drive. You could just hot glue it in here and put tape around it, and it'll be in there. The problem is when this game gets transported, who knows if something gets shook loose. The other issue is if the owner ever needs to replace the hard drive or swap it out, they're going to have a hell of a time getting rid of all that glue and whatever other janky stuff. There is a way that you could 3D print like this rectangular bracket. I still don't like that 100%. So I'll show you the way that I came up with here. So I found this Orico hard drive adapter. You take your hard drive, you clip it into here, and then you put your SATA, your IDE to SATA conversion, look at that. It seals right to it, double-sided tape, foam tape, clicks to it. And then this is the size of an old school full-size IDE hard drive. And there's your screw holes. So if you come here, check it out. Boom. And you screw into this bracket. There you go. And that basically, this is replicating the size of the original style hard drives that would have been in this machine from the factory that this is all set up for. So I kind of pieced this all together. It actually worked out. So you got your adapter, this plugs in, you got SATA connectors up here, you get your double-sided foam tape, you get your conversion board, boom, seal it. Look at the connections, it's flush. You could even put hot glue on the edges here to keep that firm, and then put this into here. Usually on these you need to take this bracket out because you can't get a screw in there when it's sitting in here. Take this bracket out, screw this in, put this back on, hook up your cables, and there you go. That is the solution that I have come up with. So I did not get that solution from anybody. I just came up with it on my own because I got tired of. I've done a couple of these before. I got lucky with one that someone had put a 3D printed mount inside of one of them, and like I said, it worked. I just didn't like it that much. It was a little janky still. So when I was I just went on Amazon to look for options. And I discovered these adapters here. And look, this, here, let me show you. This goes in here. If the customer ever needs to swap their hard drive, check it out. They just take this adapter off, undo the screws, and slide it out of the connector, and that's it. So anyways, this is what I've come up with. And I've tested it and it works, so I'm pretty happy with it. And this is what I'm going to go with now. And I can almost guarantee you, anybody else that works on these is going to totally copy exactly what I'm doing here, because I have not found a better way to do this. I think it's pretty brilliant. So this is what I'm rolling with. Yeah, and this is for all the the Force machines, Force Evo, Force Edge, Elite, all like yeah. I think there's only one. Well, the Force Radeon, but that's different. The Radeon's well, no, you could do this for the Force Radeon as well. This is specifically for Force machines because once you get up to the Ions, they well, not all the Ions, but most of them have SATA connectors on their motherboards, and the hard drive mounts are kind of they're designed to where you could stick a SATA drive into the Ion hard drive mounts and plug in SATA connectors. So you're not going to have this problem. I mean, maybe on some of the Ions that have older brackets, maybe you would need to do this. But yeah, this is what I'm doing for Force machines now. So yeah, that's that.